Nikola Jokic was born on February 19, 1995 in Sombor, Serbia. He lived with his parents, grandmother, and two older brothers in a small apartment. Jokic got interested in basketball when he was young and played with his two older brothers, who were 10 years older than him. Strahinja, the oldest brother, played basketball in Europe, and Nemanja, the second oldest, played basketball at the University of Detroit Mercy. The brothers are friends with Darko Milicic, who used to play in the NBA. Nikola Jokic grew up in a place that was good for him to become a pro player. As a child, Jokic also liked horse racing and competed as an amateur. This is a hobby he still enjoys today. As a basketball player, many teams were interested in him, and he signed with Megabasket, a Serbian basketball league, in the summer of 2012. After playing for 2 years, he was eligible to enter the 2014 NBA draft. He was picked 41st overall. He played in Serbia in 2015 and was named MVP of the ABA League. Jokic was picked in 2014, but he didn't sign a deal until 2015. He had a great start to his career. He made the NBA All-Rookie First Team and came in third place for Rookie of the Year. At the center position, he could pass and make plays, which made him an interesting prospect. He got better, and in the 2017 Most Improved Player voting, he came in second. In 2018, he almost got the Nuggets to the playoffs for the first time since 2013, but the Minnesota Timberwolves beat them by a small margin. During the 2020 season, he led the team to the conference finals with Jamal Murray for the first time since Melo was on the team in 2009. For the 2020-21 season, people had high hopes for Nikola and his team. He went from being an All-NBA player to a Most Valuable player. He had a season average of 26, 11, 8, and won MVP over Steph Curry and Joel Embiid. His height of 7 feet makes him hard to match up with, but he still has a lot of skill, a high IQ, and can hit that three when he needs to. Jokic's career and bank account have both been going through the roof. In the past few years, Nikola Jokic has been able to save up a lot of money. So the question is, how did he get so rich? How does he spend it? Keep an eye out and find out. NBA salary. Nikola Jokic signed a $148 million max extension before the 2018-2019 NBA season. He proved the team right by being chosen for his first NBA All-Star game and All-NBA team. Nikola Jokic is currently making $31.5 million a year, which is the most he has ever made in his career. He will be in the last year of that deal, which pays him a whopping $33 million next year. Also, when the Denver Nuggets center won the NBA's Most Valuable Player award last year, he became eligible for a $241 million Supermax contract extension as soon as the offseason of 2022. This deal is expected to be the biggest in the league's history. Raznatovic, who is Jokic's agent, said this about the possible Supermax deal. According to our expectations, it should be signed this summer. It's an extension for the most money, which he obviously deserves. If Nikola's contract is extended, he would have to stay in Denver until the 2028 season. In 2023, the salary would start at $43 million and keep going up every year after that. In the summer of 2023, if no deal was made, Jokic would be able to sign with any team he wanted. For now, all we can do is wait and see if the Joker gets the NBA's biggest contract ever. What a pay raise. Endorsement deals. Even though the Joker has a huge salary, he makes most of his money from brand deals. Because he's so well known, any endorsement deal he signs will pay him a lot. At the moment, Jokic makes close to $1 million from endorsements. This number could go up a lot since he's only 27 years old and his best years are still to come. He has a deal with Nike to make shoes. Jokic's finances have not been made public for some reason, but you can bet that Nike does not want to lose a world-famous MVP player like him. Nike definitely paid the money needed for this. Being endorsed by the brand is one of the best ways for a player to make more money, and there's no question that he's doing well. When he finally gets his own sneaker, that number will only go up. When his current contract is up, that should happen. Nikola Jokic does not only endorse Nike. The star player for the Nuggets signed a deal with Panini America. Panini America is a company that makes trading cards. Fans can see from the video that a lot of different signed Nikola Jokic cards will be coming out. The main office for Panini America in the United States is in Texas. By signing with Panini, they get exclusive rights to his merchandise, which is popular with both collectors and fans. One of his endorsement deals is with Western Union, but we don't know what this agreement is all about. This is how the Joker gets most of his money. Now that we know where Joker makes his cash, let's talk about his lifestyle and how he spends his millions. Cars. After a string of good games encouraged the Serbian center to go out and buy himself a brand new car, the leader of the Denver Nuggets decided to buy the GMC Yukon, which was a treat for him and capable of fitting his big body. The Yukon has 420 horsepower and is big and roomy, which makes it great for the Serbian center. Aside from its size, the engine can go about 115 miles per hour at its fastest. The Jeep was a reasonable $63,500. Mansion. We don't know much about Jokic's house though, but it is known that he lives on a quiet side street in downtown Denver in a 3-bedroom apartment with a view of Coors Field. Jokic is married and has a child, so it makes sense that he would want the biggest apartment possible for his family. It's not hard to imagine that Nikola Jokic, who grew up in a family of 6 with only 2 rooms, is living well. Horses. We said at the start of our video that Denver's star loves horses. Jokic owns a racehorse named Dreamcatcher, and he told reporter Nick Kosmeter about how much he loves horses in 2020. "I just like being around them and seeing what makes them unique. When they work out, you can see how much they're like us. They're sprinters who are athletes. They're beautiful animals." Mike Malone, who is Jokic's head coach, told ESPN that in his free time, Jokic reads books about horses. Gary Harris Jr., a former teammate, said that when Jokic talks about horses, it calms him down, and you can tell that he loves them. Friends and family. Jokic grew up with his parents, 2 older brothers, and grandmother in a 2-bedroom apartment. As the youngest, Jokic was often the target of teasing from his older siblings, if you can call throwing knives at someone's head teasing. Still, when Jokic first moved to Denver, his brothers Strahinja and Nemanja were his constant companions. Nemanja helped his younger brother stay on his diet, and Strahinja threatened officials during his professional games. All 3 of them lived in the same apartment. Natalia Makesic, who had been dating Jokic for a long time, also lived with the brothers. Jokic and Natalia have been together since they were 16 years old. In October 2020, they got married in Sombor with family, friends, and a cool fog machine. Natalia Maj is a Serbian psychologist. Natalia is known for keeping her personal life and her relationship with Nikola a secret. However, as the wife of the league's MVP, she'll always be the center of attention. Her Instagram account is, in fact, private. Every NBA success story starts with a solid base that lets athletes grow and focus on getting better at their skills and talents. One example of this is Nikola and Natalia. The couple had their first child, a daughter they named Ognjena, which means fiery. She was born in October. We wish the best of luck to this young Jokic family. Net worth. As you've probably noticed, Nikola Jokic isn't the kind of player who lives in a flashy way and has a lot of expensive things. As he changes, we might have to make another video about his life. But before we go any further, let's find out how much Nikola Jokic is worth. Nikola Jokic is worth a total of $32 million. He's definitely rich, but he still has a lot of time to live up to his reputation as a big baller. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider dropping a like and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity and basketball content.